Right then, welcome back to Narnia, the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. And before I do start, I've done a couple of these and I've actually forgot to keep bringing these bits up. But, oh well, what is done is done. So there you go, Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Okay, so, last time, what I did do was, of course, replay one level, which was the Witch's Castle, because I missed a shield, basically. Also, just to remind you where you could get some statues from in the White Witch's Castle. That was another way of redoing that one. As well as, of course, I also did do 2 other levels, which was, of course, the Great Battle, as well as, of course, with the Great Battle, I also did do that one about 3 times, because on the first time when I did that one, well, I didn't get the checkpoint and I got one person dead, which is basically the end of the level. If you still haven't found the checkpoint in the first thing that you do in any specific level you do. And basically, when I did do the Great Battle again, but before I go any further into that, with the statues in the Great Battle, you can use the shields and spend a couple of statues to do some bits and pieces, which was, of course, 4 specific things, which would have been a bird, which would be called Phoenix, Strek, or shall we say Strike, whatever it spells to be exactly, and also that costs 20 statues. And also there'll be another thing, which would be some fire arrows from the sky, and of course you can spend 2 of a specific thing, which will be called, once again, arrow, Barrage, and of course you can spend 15 of some more shields, which will allow some centaurs to run straight across. And once again, I'm going to spell them out: Chntaur, and of course Charge, and of course the last one, which will allow you to spend 5 statues, and of course the thing that will be called Eagle, Strike, which will drop a load of fucking rocks on the ground. But also, with a couple of things on that level, I also fluffed up on something, which involved me doing the level again, for you to show you what can happen if you haven't done the level before, or haven't even watched my recordings and bits and pieces of bits and bobs. As well as I also did do the final battle of a level, which was called the White Witch. And also I did collect some shields, in that level as well. As well as die a fair lot a few times in that level as well. As well as, of course, before I ended the last video, you would have saw some scenes as well of the film itself. As well as, of course, I did spend a load of freaking money. And, of course, one of them was for Susan. Fast reload, which allows the arrows to load up quite quickly, which was for 50 quid. And also I did pay for some other things, which was for Susan again, which was, of course, HAWK speed. But also what I will do, before I go any further with details what I've done, what we'll do is reload the game with up to 92% that we are at the minute. 92%. Oh yes. 92%. Which is where we are. And so, like I said, what I'm going to do is redo some of the levels again, as well as possibly do maybe a bonus level in this draw when it comes to it. But for now, what we're going to do is redo this level, which is the Great Battle, as well as, of course, we've got one more shield to collect in the game, because we've already got 6 shields. Right, so once again, what I'm going to do is remind you what you can do in this Great Battle. And, of course, explain to you the bit I was on about, which I'll explain to you in a moment after this thing's loaded up. So, further ado, like I said before, I have already spent some coins on some bits and pieces, which was quite helpful in a way. So here we go. Now, with the statues now, as I said before, that there were a fair few things that you can use with the statues, which is, of course, the first one at the top, which is worth 20 statues, which is, of course, as I said, Phoenix, Strike, which is a bird that can burn the whole place up into the ground, from one side of the right side all the way to the left, and kill your enemies without you absolutely completely die. So don't worry about using that if you don't think that's risky. It's got 20, but you're gonna fucking die. But no, you won't. You won't die, so don't worry. Don't worry about that. Okay, also once again, there are arrows, which will be arrow BARRAGE, which is worth 2 statues, as well as, of course, allow fire arrows from the sky to go all the way fucking down on the ground, but not quite all over the place. It'll be in a certain area where you'll be, and then some enemies will die, some enemies won't die. And there's specific ones that will do die, like the small running little rats, or the wolves, the white, I don't know what the bloody white ones are, but I'll show you those soon. So this one here, which is, of course, centaurs, and of course it's got the Centaur with Charge, and it's worth 15 statues, as was the last one at the bottom, Eagle, Strike, which was worth 5 statues. So, like I said, you can spend whatever you want and however you want, as long as you don't use them all. As in, when you're in the battle and you're standing right beside the circle of a specific one, and you push the X by accident, and you'll just waste it. Or either you just want to keep using the same one by standing beside where it is, and just keep pushing X until when it finishes doing what it's doing, and then go back and press it again with the X. So basically you just waste it, but don't do it all the time. Do it whenever you want, it's not a problem, don't worry. Okay, so what I'm going to do this time, because I did use one Phoenix bird, so I'm going to spend 2 of them, which would take 20 off, which is 56 I've got left, and also in total you'll have 96 statues to use in the battle when you reach that certain number, or depends on what kind of number you've got. Also, what I'm going to do is probably use 5 of these. What I'm going to use is probably 2 Centaurs, and I'm going to use 3 bird rocks. That's going to slap down the ground this time, and with the spare one, I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, so once you've spent whatever you want, and then press the triangle, as it will say on the right hand side, will say start battle. As I'm roaring. And Susan will join us with Peter and Evan. Right, so before I do absolutely anything, now if you remember on the other battle that was just with Edmund and Peter, they were all on their own, and Susan and Lucy were on their own. So this time you have those all together. Okay, so back to where we were. As I was saying, that I spent some coins, which was, of course, the things for Peter to use and Edmund, which is Lion's Lap, or Lump, or how it's pronounced. And of course, that thing was absolutely worth good money, I think. And of course, that one was, of course, worth 150 coins I spent on that one. And of course, with the thing with the other things I spent, which was the lion's heart, as well as, of course, was only 50 quid. So don't worry about that. If it was too expensive, you wasn't paying attention of how far I got to those to pay for them things. And of course, the other thing was that I paid for the, of course, Minoboar with BANE with circle and square. That was only 100 quid that I pay for those things. And of course, with the lion's roar that I paid for. But what I will do is redo it just in case. So with the lion's roar I paid for was 150. the one I just read out, which was the MINOBOA with BANE. That was worth 100 quid. And also with Lion's Roar. Now the Lion Roar, I've already read that, haven't I? Which one was it? The Lion's Lap. Let me just check the price of that thing again, just to remind you. Of course, that one was also worth just to double check it. He was double check it. Yeah, Lion's Lap was 100 as well. So Lion's Lap was 100. Lion's Roar was 150. And of course the MINOBOAR with BANE was 100 as well. And also I did pay several 50 quid for the remaining 2 of the heart things, which was of course the only one, which was a lion, and of course the I think that was the only one I think I paid for, I think. But also I did pay for Susan's little thing, which was of course the fast reload. That was worth 50 quid. And I think I also paid for something for Lucy as well. Yeah, it was the Sun Speed. I also paid for that, which was, of course, I think it was 100. But I will double check the price of that thing. I could be correctly incorrect of the price of that thing as well, but we will just double check it just to be on the safe side. And I hope I won't keep you waiting far too much. Yeah. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. It was 100%. Yeah, of course. £100. Yes, it was. Okay, so there you go. Those are the things I paid for. So with also the Phoenix Heart, the Lion Heart, and of course the Brave Heart, and of course the other thing. Let's just do it on this one here. So with the VALIANT heart, 50 quid. Phoenix Heart, 50 quid. Lion's Heart, 50 quid. And of course, Braveheart is for 50 quid. But also, when you're paying for 50 quid, don't worry about going to select every single character, because it won't do that automatically. So what it'll do is automatically, when you select one, it'll just come straight into a specific person all in one, instead of keep going for every single one. Alrighty. Right, also when you pay for Pierre or Edmund with a Lion's Roar or a Lion's Lap, always remember the keys of which one you're using. Okay, so there's that. Right, also I'm going to just make sure I remember the keys, just in case I don't absolutely forget. But I shouldn't do now because I've already checked them. And also those things do different things as well, if you remember really well. Okay, so, right then. You've got 8 of the things in the middle, which will be the one that's by Susan. that I just killed with Edmund. P-up, shall we say. Also, that fire that came out the stick on the ground, that was square X, if you want to use it. Also with the blue bar that is by Evans on the left hand side, that will last a period of time when you're using square X or circle and X. And the only way you can get it back up is just use the square on its own. Right, also what I'm going to do is point out where the bird is. He's over there. The bird rock is over there. Centaurs are just here. And the fire arrows that comes from the ground, from the ceiling, from the sky, will be over there. Also, like I said, I need one shield. So the way you can get the shields is just try and get as many close towards you, and slap the square and just kick the shit out of them until the pluses reach a certain number or whatever one it wants, and then it'll give it to you. As long as you don't die without the checkpoint that you're going to need. So probably what we want to do is try and get a couple of them away from where they come from. Don't piss me off. To that. So as you see, the fire comes out of that sword by tapping square 2 times on the X. But once again, like I said, with the things that you pay for, don't stand quite close to them and push the X when you don't want to use it at the moment in time, because otherwise they'll be gone, especially if you stay alive all this time and the checkpoint comes along to say, nope, I'm not going to allow you to use that anymore. Also, like I said, when you collect those statues from certain other levels, you can also redo them to get the ones you missed. Right, also, I haven't paid attention, it was a couple of the arrow dudes, and they will be from over here. And also with the fire, there's an explosive barrel over it. Also, like I said, you can always use the fire arrow statue things that I paid for, which was only 2. But also you can get other characters just to clear some space. So Susan can start to do some shit. Also, don't forget, I did say that I spent fast reload on Susan, which will allow the arrows to load back up a bit more quicker. Susan, you're down again. No change there then. Thank you, Susan. We'll have that. Oi, you can't kick the shit out of me, why don't you? Here, have some of this. Right, also when you use that, that will help to make them back off. Like I said, use those wisely. Where's Susan gone? Yeah, you can have some of that. So once again, like I said, when you use a fair lot of those, or whatever, and when you die, you have to start all over again. But also, same sort of thing, if you use them, and you find the checkpoint, they'll be gone. For good. Unless you quit. And you think it's too hard for you, then feel free. Also, I'm still trying to get that shield. But I don't know precisely if it's going to give it to me or not, but we'll find out soon or later. As long as you keep getting the process quite high to a certain number when it wants you to reach a certain number. Also, sometimes with the things I pay for, they won't help. And also the ones on the left of the screen, left on the middle of the screen there, that's the brown ones. The one that is brighter or not quite seeable, what they are the white things. And once again, I'm back on the other ones that are on the other side. Can I just get the fucking here, please? Oi, set off. That's right, set off. Here, have some of this. Incoming. As I didn't warn you. So like I said, as long as you don't use them wisely, as long as you count them as well, if you count how many you've buyed and count down from what was ever the number, there's no point using you, is there? Right, also when you get these specific ones, which is the ones with the arrows, there will be 4 after you've done the first set of them. Get off. Excuse me, can I just get in here, please? Because Susan needs help. Not you kicking shit out of me. But like I said, once you use them, as you can see, there is no more of the arrow things for me to use. So I'm going to have to use something else. Because those things that I've used will mainly help you with the arrow dudes. And that's it, basically. So there's only 2 sets of those things to deal with when they pop up, with 2 others for you to deal with. Go on, give me that shield. And don't die either. Because I want that checkpoint. So I don't have to do that bullshit again. As well as I want that freaking shield. Well, I didn't get it last time. Don't forget. Also, with some of the other enemies, will be a bit more tougher for you to deal with. As long as you know the keys and which ones need what kind of specific thing that you need to do, then you'll be all good. Give me that freaking shield. But you're not going to give it to me, are you? I can guarantee it. But maybe Peter might do the trick. But as long as the other ones are not going to whack her and stop you getting the other specific enemy that you're fighting up against and trying to kill at the same time. That's the other bit to it. Also, with the sparkly little silver bits comes from. That's the circle and X. That's the other bit that comes to it. Give me that shield. Or he doesn't give a shit. Can I just get in that freaking thing, please? Thank you. And also, I'm still not getting that shield. For some bloody reason. Give me that freaking shield. Right, also, with all the enemies that you've seen in some of the other levels that I've done, they will be also in here as well. Give me a flicking shield. Thank you, mate. But also, it might be something else. Yeah, of course, it's the fucking music tune. I forgot about that. Sorry. Right, I'll follow you. What you can do is get something involved for you to give a bit of a better hand. To do that. Okay, so the music tune I have just played with Susan. Right. With that, you can get a shield from there. And with the other 6, the way you can get it is if, once again, kick the shit out of the enemies and get the pluses into a certain number for the game to say, yep, we'll give you that shield. Bravo, well done you. I'm happy to give you that. Then that'll be all that for you. But like I'm saying, I'm just trying to clear the area a little bit to hope and pray that Susan will have enough space to give me the shield. But still, like I said, I absolutely fucking forgot him. Also got 2 of those as well, haven't I? Don't die, you. I'm watching you. Right, also, if you've got 2 or 3 of a specific thing, like if you're looking on the right hand side of the top screen there is also a enemy, and if you recognise it, check on the ground where they are and how many. And then what you can do, like if you look that there's an ogre on the ground here, and he's not there, because I dealt with him, what you can do is leave it, and then wait for a little bit, until something happens, which I will show you in a minute. There'll be some of these, and then do it again. Go to one of these, like Sentinel, for example, and then this one will send all those Sentinels coming at you. Well, coming at them, shall we say. And as you saw, there was a circle, triangle, square, and triangle. That's the keys that you need to play that to get that shield. And then when you get to this point, with 3 ogres, 6 metal shield fuckers, which is this one that's coming towards Edmund now, and 10 of the brown fuckers, what you can do is use the rocks, which is what I'm going to do, and get them squashed if I can. I'm going to do that. And what I'm going to do another one. And this will be the final part. When these come up, there you go, there's another one dead, another 2 squashed. And again, we'll do another one as we've got some more rocks for them to deal with. The ogre had a bit of a smack and a squash. That didn't fucking kill him, did it? Nah. Right, so there's that one. Also, what we're going to do is send a sentinel. Some more sentinels in the way. 4 metal fuckers. And now those brown ones are all dead. 1 ogre. And of course, 2 shield fuckers. And of course, as I said, I brought 2 fiery bird ground things. I think I've only used 1. So what I'm going to do now is wait and clear the area. And wait for the ogre. And 2 of the shield fuckers. There's 1. And there's the other one. There. There's 1. And 1 is just there. So what I'm going to do now is use this one. And once again, burn, baby, burn. And they're all dead.
Get out of here! Get the girls and get them home!
And that's where you can have the fun with the statues to spend on, basically. And finally, one shield I forgot. But probably I was just enjoying kicking the shit out of all those enemies last recording I did do. I just absolutely forgot about it to use the Susan's Horn thing. As well as we got excellent on there. That's what we like to see. And of course, once again, there'll be no more things for you to find to pay for. They all will be there, and it just depends on how you want to spend them and whatever kind of thing you want to do, really. But with some of the things like the heart bits with all children, whatever specific one it is, like lion heart or the phoenix heart or the VALINANT heart, including the brave heart. Each one of those things will top up each of all the children, including when you pay for one, it will just jump straight onto every single other one. Depends on which one you use it on. For example, if you use P up and you pay for the Phoenix Heart, and when you pay 50 quid, and then what it will do is bring the Phoenix Heart at the top on every other character there is. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay, so I think what I'll do for that is leave all the spending alone. And also I'm not going to do a save just yet. But what I'm going to do is redo this one right here, which is, of course, the White Witch. As well as, of course, I did collect 2 shields, and of course, with the other level that I just did, you don't get no statues because you've already got them all, unless you've got some missing on other levels like this one here, this one here. Oh, on the previous den, the one right here, one over here, which is the frozen lake. Oh, the Great River, receive Edmund, follow Aslan, and of course Battle of Beruna, and of course the White Witch's Castle, of course. So I'm going to hope and pray I'll get the final 3 of the shields that's in this level right here. And that's my plan, really, for now, if I've got enough storage space and, of course, time for the battles to be done or whatever. So yeah. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. And here she is. Right. Okay, further ado. Right. You can get a shield from playing a tune. And also this time I'm going to do this correctly. Right, so what you want to do is whack her about 6 times. But approximately you should do 5. And then you'll get Susan to fire one out. And then what you want to do is get Edmund to whack her about 4 or 5 times at least. And then once you do, she'll back off and stay out your bloody way. Right, also you'll see loads of enemies that will try and kill you. And also, with the other shields that are remaining, and the other 4, it depends on if you've already done the Susan's horn tune straight away. What you got to do is kick the shit out of the enemies, and try and get as many plus as you can, and reach a certain point of one of them. And then you'll have them as long as you don't fucking die, because you need the checkpoint for you to stop doing the same shit. Also, once again, once you pay for whatever you pay for, you don't have to pay for it ever again. Ow. There's another one. Also, some of the things that you pay for, like the light and lamp thing, sometimes that will help kick the shit out of your enemies. Right, also at the top middle of the screen there'll be 2 of these tall fucking things that's got shield on, and what they will do is thump on the ground. Excuse me, you turd bags, you're all in the way. Right, now with these tall little fuckers, there's Susan walking in the flames or something, squawking away. Right, so once again, with these two little fucking shield fuckers, what you want to do is, of course, get them to lose a bit of shield. And also looks like I'm going to have to redo this level again, possibly, to get some more shields. Because once you've lost a fair few enemies and you've only got the tall fuckers. Right, so what you want to do with the shield fuckers, what you want to do is get some barrels burnt, or try and get some of these enemies to come to you. But if they don't want to fucking do that, then you say, fine, if that's what you want to do, and then I'll find a way of getting you this one, or that way. Right, so another way you can get them, you push the barrel towards the flames, burn it. Get the fuck off there then, you stupid muppet. Also, when she does that sometimes, especially in one bit that will come up next, you'll have a dead. Oh, you've gone over there. Also, with these things, you can always just move them around a bit so you can get them close towards where the barrel is. And when you do, you can whack the barrel. Also, with these barrels, when you light them, they can knock their health down a bit more better. Once you've got the barrel in the right place to hit them, like I have, to get the other one that's red and flashy, to say they're half dead, and they're a bit more easier to deal with. Like if you want to use the one I just did there. Don't piss me off. I whacked it the wrong way round. Uh-huh. 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 Oh, cheers, Susan. Oh, you fucking ran away. You ran away, and so did you. Yeah. There's no point doing that on you then, is there? Missed. Wrong way. Wrong way. Right, also what you can do is get the other characters by doing it individually by using your own without any help with your brother or sister. You can always just get the others when the AI says, right, I'm going to move this person over here, there and there and there, and so and so. No, that didn't get him. That didn't get him. I don't think that did either. So like I say, they can be fucking tough little bastards. That got him. That got him. No, he was over there. He was over there with them. No, where is he? Over there. You can have a bit more barrel over that. Get off the fucking flames then. Oh, for goodness sake, Susan. Get off here. Otherwise you'll be killing me to start a bit of it again. Okay, right, once again. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, but okay, right, so when you get to this point, there will be some different things that's going to be done, which I'll explain to you in a moment, which will be to do with get Edmund or Peter to whack her a couple of times, approximately about 5, and I get Susan to fire 2 arrows, get Edmund to whack her a couple of times, and stab the icy bit, and stab him in the fucking ribs, or in the chest, possibly, and sling that piece of shit and get her other blade out, and then he'll be dead for good. And then this time, what you got to do is fire about 4 arrows, approximately, and then what you want to do is whack a barrel with Susan or Pia. Also, the way the way to do with that is try and keep her in the middle as much as you can. But also, what you don't want to do is get her to be too far over in a corner, because if you do, I want that shield. Right, also you don't want to be too far close towards her, and the reason why is because you'll lose a bit of health. Susan, stop fucking doing that. Oh, you're fucking dead. That's fucking unhelpful. Right, also when she's dead, you've probably got maybe about 6 seconds before she jumps back down, jumps back on top of that platform where she was. I bet you're down again. No, you're not. Ow. Oh, how did you not get that? Also, what you want to do is try and get rid of some enemies as well. Also, like I say, you want to try and keep her in the middle, so you can get her to be burnt or whatever that thing is exactly. That shield. So like I say, you don't want to be too close to her, because otherwise you'll be having that nonsense. And then once you've done all that stuff, now you fucking moved. You moved. Right, so if she moves, we can do. Peter's obviously dead. Yeah. Excuse me. Right, so if Peter dies, we can do. Is, of course, get him alive. And get you to move, because otherwise that's going to happen. Oh, you're fucking down again. How convenient. But also some other enemies will get in the way as well. Missed. Too busy fucking around with that, I think. That's my favourite excuse. Oh, you didn't. Right, you killed her. Also, like I said, I did spend fast reload on Susan, which allows the arrows to go a bit more quicker. So, when you're using a fair load, they'll come back alive for you to use. Oi, get off. Either way you can do, is stand a bit more closer as well. Like that. Right, once you've done this 3 times, she'll be all over the place. Once again, if Susan goes on the fucking ground, you're going to have to get her back up again to play a tune, which involves pushing the circle 2 times, the triangle 2 times, the square 2 times, and the fucking X 2 times. Or it could be just the once. Can't remember from the top of my head. So once you've got a clear space with most of the enemies out your way, especially the running ones, like the brown ones for example, they'll stop you. The shield fuckers will. The walls will. No, wolf's in the way. Should have killed it. But like I said, I've got fucking little fuckers in the way. Ugh. How rude. Right, the little ones, the brown ones, will be a nightmare to fucking deal with. As long as you get rid of them, Susan, you're fucking down, and both of you are fucking down. Go. Excuse me, bitch. Right. As that's a clear space. We'll get that done. And once again, I've got to do it again. And possibly, every time I do this one, I'm going to probably have to do it 2 times to get the other 2 shields as well, possibly. But we're not finished yet, Aslan. We're not finished yet.
I give you Queen Lucy, the valiant. King Edmund, the just. Queen Susan, the gentle. King Peter, the magnificent. May your wisdom grace us until the stars rain down from the heavens. Long live King Peter. Long live King Edmund. Long live Queen Susan. Long live Queen Lucy.
So there you go. Those 2 levels are done. Especially one of them. With all the shields, but this one has not. So I'm going to hope and pray that the White Witch level will give me both, or possibly just going to give me one individually when I do it again. Like I said, very good for once, instead of good all the time. So as I say, yeah, I'll probably going to have to do this level again if it's just going to keep giving me one every time. But I'm going to hope and pray it will give me 2 at once. Because sometimes it will do that, sometimes it won't. On this level, but yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we have still got some time. So what I'm going to do is save it to get most of that bit all out of the way. Then what I'm going to do is not leave you, but we're going to leave the lyrics and bits and pieces, because what I'm going to do is go to the draw at the bottom and show you that we are at 94%, as well as have a go at one of these bonus levels again, because we've already got 2 done, and we are going to go to the one that will be Follow Aslan. We're going to do that one, but before we do, what we'll do is also check the levels that has to be done. We've got one that is going to be a right pain in the fucking neck. Is this one that I haven't done just yet. And the other, no, I think it's this one that's the pain in the neck. But this one up here shouldn't be as bad. So what we're going to do is have a go at it, because it should be a bit more easier, because some bits I have paid for, which helps. As well as when you're in bonus levels, you will have 2 children together. As well as if you've got your brother with you, or your sister with you, or if you're a sister and you're having another sister with you, and it helps to work together. Right, okay, so don't forget I have paid for Lion's Lap. Right, also you have some wolves to deal with. Also, like I said, with the Lion's Lap or the other ones I've paid for, on the left hand side where Peter is, and the blue bit that's on the right will say that's how much you've got to use to kick a shot at your enemies. And of course, when you use it a couple of times, it will go down. And the only way you can get it back up is just keep using the square. And it will go back up again. Right, this time you've got 8 walls and 8 of these things that comes from the tree. Right, also with Susan, if you're on your own, what you want to do is leave her on her own for now and just use P up. And then when the next bit comes along with a specific thing, which will be some arrow dudes that's coming from somewhere, or if you can see an arrow that's coming from somewhere, you're going to need to get Susan to help you with it. Also, speaking of which, if you're using Susan and she's got less health, all you have to do is get P up involved to kick the shit out of the enemies, to go and get some red. And then when you do, try to get Peter to walk into it, and then get Susan to walk into it. Also, don't forget you've got the circle as well for the blue bar to kick the shit out of your enemies with. Especially these chubby little fuckers. It'll be from the left hand side of the screen. Can I have that bit of health, please? Thank you. And once again, with the arrow dudes, and you're trying to get your arrows with Susan to do the job, Peter will slowly fucking wander off. But like I said, if you've got your brother or your sister, that'll help you keep your health up while the other one's dealing with the other. But if you're on your own, then you might need to keep trying to get as close to the other character and use R1 to switch it, which is mainly what I'm going to have to do eventually when it comes to it. Like I say, you want to try and clear the area for you to get the Susan to have a bit more of a chance. And also with the arrows that will be over here, will allow you to get some. Oh, maybe I should just use Susan in the first place to get that done. But nope, I had to fucking ignore it. So like I say, once you've used the blue bit on the left side of where Peter is, on the right side right beside him, and when it says that's going down, you want to try and use the square as many times to get the blue bar bit to go back up for you to be able to use it. Oi! Keep poking Susan, that's rude. Susan, don't fucking wander off. I know what your brother does. Thank you. Right, also you'll have, I think there was 4 arrow dudes to start in this bit. Lucky Peter didn't fucking wander off. How you doing, Susan? Yeah, not too bad. Oh, I thought he was going to fucking wander off. Oh, I gave Peter a bit more health, but oh well. He can have some. Susan can have some. Thank you. So once Susan's got her health all the way back up, or however how much, and you think, oh, she's going to get her ass kicked in, push the R1, and we switch it back over, and you're okay. And the only way you can tell when those arrow dudes are gone is when they say hey. That's the only way you can tell they're dead. That's the only way you can tell. But I've still got to deal with a couple. There you go, there's a hay there. So as long as you keep an eye on and keep your ears peeled on that sound, and that'll tell you. Yep, that's good. Also, what I'm going to do is if I get one of these characters dead, what I'm going to do is save this level. Oh, shit, why have you got fucking wander off over there? There you go, there's a hay there. Right, once they're dealt with, you'll be dealing with some more wolves for the time being. And some more enemies as well. Also, what I should do is try and get Susan topped up a bit with health. Where is she? How is she doing? She's halfway, well, a quarter of the way. So I could try and get her to go all the way up. But I don't know precisely if I'm going to keep her health all the way up by switching P up. Let me use that. Good. Yeah. As long as you're able to get her standing quite in a nice spot, then you're okay. Right, this time, I think when the arrow dudes come back in to play, there'll be 6 of those to deal with, I think, from the top of my head. And then I think those will be all of those out of the way. But once again, once you're dead, you have to start all over fucking again. Especially from all the hard work you've done. So, I am not gonna tell myself that I am absolutely fucking 100% I'm gonna fucking make a success out of it. But also what I'm gonna do is gonna try and get P up close over here as I can. I'm hoping Pro Susan will get a fucking arson to get. Well, I'll kick the shit out of these and make some space. Oi! P up. Good. Good boy. Don't wander off. Susan, where do you think you're going? Oi! Get the fuck back here. So like I say, you don't want to... As I say, you don't want to fucking wander off. Oh, one wall's just got on the plate. So like I say, as long as you get a load of space, and then you can get Susan to finish off the small dudes up in the air. So like I say, as long as they say hey, they're dead. But like I say, as long as you've got P up, where the fuck are you? Good. Don't wander off. As you do at times. Now, you're not supposed to walk into that freaking art thing. Oh well. There's a wolf coming. PR, oi! Ugh. Don't fucking do that. See what I mean? When he fucking wanders off and you're on your own. Good catch. Susan, come on, kick the shower. That's it. Good girl. Well done. You're on it. Nice. Now we've got 3 dudes with their own arrows. So hopefully this will be the fucking end of it. Because this level is a right bastard. But not as a bastard than the other ones that I have done. Well, the Pacific one, which I haven't done yet. Oh, for goodness sake, seriously. No, don't do that. Shit. The only chance if you haven't got Lucy on your hands. Yeah. God, fucking pull that off. Now you wonder how did I pull that off? Well, when I got Susan to kick the shit out of some enemies and give me some health. Oh, one left. One left. This could be it. This could be it. Good job. I did one hit with the arrow. There's Susan on that dude. Oh, Peter, don't fucking wander off. That is unhelpful. No, not yet. Oh, this level can be tense. I can tell you now. Says, what are you aiming at? It's the wolf out, right? Also, the other thing is you don't want to get them stuck. There we go. That's the fucking end of that. Ah, there we go. There's that bonus level complete at last. Okay, right. So what is next? Apart from the ranking, let's go say. Excellent. Excellent. So there you go. There is that one. And also, I think we're going to have to leave it here. Because all that hard work has absolutely knackered me out. As well as, once again, we are up to 94%. And of course, once again, I'm going to save it. As well as, I'm going to do some more. Once again. And hope and pray that I will get the other 2 shields on the White Witch. As well as, of course, don't forget, I'm going to try my hardest to make it 100% on this game. With all of these levels completed. And, of course, some of the bonus levels that's in the draw. As well as, of course, show you the movie clips that's in this draw. I'm going to show you those as well, sooner or later. But yeah, that is what I'm going to do. But like I say, I'm going to try my fucking hardest to make 100% on this game. As well as, of course, do some more other games as well to show you. As well as you can also check my other games I've already done on my YouTube channel. If you're interested. To find out what ones I've done. And also if there's specific ones that you liked seeing when you have checked them and watched them, you can give me a follow, subscribe, all that shit. And yeah, there you go. And that is it. I shall catch you soon. Take care.